Hey everybody, and we're back with Geddoe, who does no longer has the true lightning rune. Oh no!
Oh no!
Can I just teleport back? No, won't use the runes. Use items, event items, blinking mirror.
Like, you should have the blinking mirror. You should be able to teleport back.
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't know if it'd be like some mysterious force won't let you do it.
Oh golly,
Get out of the way, Mr. Duck.
Some mysterious force, like the plot.
Yeah, the plot is a mysterious force in this game. Oh, hey everybody, I'm back. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do next.
What? Sorry, I had something on my mind. So, what happened?
This is a pretty nice castle once you get used to it. Is everyone okay with me not having the rune?
They are very
Oh,
nonchalant.
you know, I'm supposed to go to the book, aren't I? I want you to train my son.
The book. That's so far away.
I guess we can stop by and say hi to everyone.
Please do it for me.
But do what?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, I'm like all of a sudden in a really goofy mood considering that I'm kind of tired. I just spent like 2 hours rummaging through my storage room. I guess I meant to go back to Labouk, my bad. I don't know why I thought I was supposed to go back to the castle? At least we got to say hi to everybody. Secrets break. And we're running!
I was gonna say, I was looking back through my notes to see where we left off, and I realized I didn't put any notes down for the last time we did episodes.
I actually remember what happened last time because it was a really long video.
Yeah, I remember what happened. Well, I remember
nothing went wrong.
Yeah, I remember the gist of what happened last time, although I think we recorded 2 videos
Here we
last
go.
time, so...
Their pants always bother me. I don't know why. It's like the marking is like, this is where you sit, you know? I don't know, that line on their butts just bother me. We thank you greatly. We were waiting for you, Firebringer, to liberate us someday. We've been occupied by Harmonia for over 50 years, but we never forgotten about the grasslands, our home. You're not even 50 years old. Yes, we are eternally grateful to you. We won't be bullied by the Harmonian brat anymore. Aww. If he likes Harmonia so much, he shouldn't stay in Labouk.
Oh yeah? Say that to my face.
Poor Franz. He really is trying to help. We need to teach this one where his loyalty should lie. Harmonia lover. No telling what that traitor will do. We'd better tie him up. Jeez. Yeah, you protect him. Stop it, please. He's a Labouk native and he helped us. Move over, Iku. What are you taking the Harmonian side? Stop talking nonsense. Franz, actually...
Stand aside, Iku. They'll never evolve. They'll make you pay too if you don't back off.
Franz, you don't need to be alone in this. I want to help you this time. Just this time. Please excuse us. This is so embarrassing. We'll have this traitor tied up at once. Oh yeah, Geddoe! I love that. Why not? He was working for the Harmonians. And what were you doing all that time? Well, you did nothing. You just watched and waited while someone else did all the work. What have you done for Labouk and everyone in it? The coward has no right to condemn someone else. What do you mean by pride? How precious is your belief without the backbone to accomplish something? Yeah, Geddoe, you stand up for him.
Indeed. Boss, why did you do that? You should have stuck with bragging about how famous you are.
You know, it's just not in my nature. I may be too serious for my own good. Geddoe, you are not Smappy. Sorry. What's wrong with that? Ugh. You'll never be as great as me, Geddoe. That's just the way I read that. Franz has joined the 108 Stars.
Nice.
And so has Iku. And so is Ruby.
Nice.
Yay. And we switch to Chris. Let's see what Chris is up to. If this is the case, there's nothing we can do.
This is the weakness of the Zexan Federation. We can't continue to disregard the Council's intentions. That's true, but I need you back at an enemy castle as soon as possible. The Knights can't be deployed effectively without a leader.
I'm well aware of this. I'll return after my meetings with the Council Messenger to wrap up some paperwork.
Why can't the messenger come here?
It would make sense, but this is Zexan. They are a bureaucracy and very stuck in their ways.
Huh. What a strange country.
I fully agree with you. I will take charge in your absence, Chris. I'm counting on you, Lucia. I have quite a few trying experiences already. Or I've had some. You're not the only one.
Very well then. We'll be at the Brass Castle. Please send a messenger if you need anything. We will send word if we acquire any new information. I'll be counting on you.
Okie dokie. We don't want Boris. We want... Oh. Fine. We'll do that. We don't need 2 magic users in the group. Where's Percival?
Person who?
Alright, I'll leave everything to you, Leo and Percival.
Our pleasure. I would love the honor of accompanying you, but Lord Boris and Lord Salome won't let me. Percival!
Well then, have a safe journey. I, the commander of the guards, will defend the castle during your absence, my lady. Yes, I'm depending on you, Commander Cecil. Wait, Cecile.
There you go.
Sorry. Yes, my lady. I always read that wrong. And off we go very slowly. Poor Louis. He has to follow. Can I just... You know what? I'm tempted just to go back and teleport, but I'm gonna get the feeling it's gonna force us to walk again, so I'm not gonna waste the time.
Mm-hmm.
Plus we have a horse this time, I should go slightly faster. In theory. While we're running here, actually. Come on. No, I don't want to finish Golem. While we're running, I'm going to mention that I think we've been talking about Monster Rancher EVO in the past couple videos, and I've had some comments about it. Not overwhelming, because I don't think I have an overwhelming amount of people watching this, but I do know that I've had about a dozen people tell me that they are interested in doing Monster Rancher EVO with voice guest commentary coming in and out. So, I actually managed to set up EVO just how I wanted to, and I am now ready to record it, so you'll probably start seeing that pretty soon. It'd be kind of funny if that actually came out before this video.
That'd be fun,
I
yeah.
don't know, but fine, we'll do kindness rain. But I'm a little, yeah, so it actually, I wanted to set it up a very specific way, and it took me, I think it took me a total of like 3.5 hours actually, which is bad considering I had it all planned out this time. So, in fact, 2 of those hours was actually trying to find everything in my storage room. But I'll explain all that complication in the actual Monster Rancher video. I have to do it here, but yeah, so I'm gonna get that going. It was funny because I actually started up the game, and it's, I think literally the last time I played it was the last time we tried recording it.
Oh, sheesh. That long ago? That was like 4 years ago?
That was longer than that.
Was it really?
No, much longer than that. It has to have been at least 4 years, because that was back when I was living in the apartment.
Wait, which apartment? Like in Texas?
No, in Virginia.
Apartment in Virginia.
Yeah, I lived in an apartment in Virginia before I got a house.
I don't remember this. This is not sounding familiar.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah, I did, though. Because I lived... The first half of the time I was in Virginia, I was in an apartment. It wasn't a bad apartment. I really liked it. The only problem with the apartment was near the end of the time we were there, the people above us were like serious party people, and they ended up getting evicted actually because they were so bad. But it was just like we couldn't sleep. It was horrible.
I am recalling this now. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, like they would get so drunk because it was a bunch of college kids. They would like barf all over my balcony in the middle of the day, and I'm like, oh, it was so awful. And the poor maintenance people had to keep coming and cleaning it up. And like there was one time I was standing in my kitchen and water just started pouring through the roof, and apparently they all got plastered, and somebody fell over on top of the faucet in the kitchen and broke it, and they were all passed out, and it was just pouring water everywhere. So when they went up there to see what was going on, they had all these people passed out. I was, oh god, it was awful. What is it? A commotion at the front gate? That was really high pitched for Chris.
No idea. Perhaps the merchants are bickering.
If I'm too far from the microphone, I can't seem to get close enough. I miss the days of wearing a headset, then I can move anywhere I wanted, but I felt like the headsets never had good quality. You know, maybe I might use... No, I won't use a headset for Monster Rancher. Because then, if Helper records with me, he can't use the headset.
You know what you could do? So you have a Blue Yeti microphone right now, right?
Yeah.
Just make a mount for it and just strap it onto your head. Make a head mounted thing.
That won't be heavy at all.
No, it only weighs like
Listen.
36 pounds.
Listen, Lady Chris isn't here. Then who could that be? Oh, it's Hugo. Oh, never mind, it's Lady Chris. This can't be good. Why is she here? Oh, Lady Chris, I didn't know you were here. Forgive me, my lady. Don't worry, I just got here. I'm so happy to see you again. It's been a long time, Yumi. A lot has happened. I can imagine we weren't allowed to leave the village because my great aunt forbade it. Alma Keenan has been hit hard by destructive forces. We may sooner lose our ritual shrine. Can you help us?
I take it something needs protection within the shrine?
Yes, they have a mountain of Diet Coke Plus. We must protect it at all costs.
Oh my goodness, that's worth protecting.
Yes, the ritual shrine contains the seal of the True Water Rune, as well as the Spirit of Yoon. We must hurry then. I beg of you, please help us. Help us, please, even being dyslexic today.
The struggle is real. I will speak with the messenger, but please return as soon as possible.
I will.
Lord Boris, please look after Lady Chris. Certainly. Please, Lady Chris, choose the rest of your party.
Okay, I might have had a slight epic failure here. Well, I can't really have a slight epic failure, but I probably need to go back and deal with everybody's weapon. Alrighty, let's see here. I could bring Futch and Bright just for fun. Let's see here. Just kind of seeing who we have. It's been a little while since they let us pick people. Could have Vicky. I know somebody who'd really like that. Ooh, we need Rhodey. I need to be a little cautious here because if I recall correctly, Hugo's gonna have his section of the chapter, and I don't want to take everyone. That's good. If that's the case, let's go ahead and take Futch and Bright with us. Oop, no, not Reed. And then let's see here. So that gives us some good fighters, and and Chris can heal. Let's bring. I don't want to bring Lily. I like Lily, but I want to save her. I could bring Bosba.
I mean, this is a good chance to bring all the people that we want to eventually get leveled up, but haven't had a chance to yet.
Yeah, I'm debating about... There's Landis. Sharon isn't bad. I could bring Sharon. Okay. I want to bring Bosba or Sheba. I'm gonna want to bring Bosba. I like Bosba. Yes, good choice for a human. I'll fix the order in a second. Now let's go. Yumi will join you for now. Wait, so does that mean she's in... I don't think she's actually in the party, unfortunately.
She's just along for the ride.
Let's change formation first. Let's have Futch and Bright in the same group. I'm gonna have Bosba with Rhodey. Bosba's got more health and defense, I believe, than Boris does. Ah, crud. That means I have to stand with Boris. I guess I'll take that risk. Alright. I don't think... We should have some money to upgrade some weapons. Okay, I'm hoping we just run out real quick and teleport back to the Brass Castle. Oh, no, not Brass Castle. We're at Brass Castle. Enemy Castle. And upgrade some weapons real quick. Nope, not party items. Okay. I don't think it's gonna... Hopefully it'll let us teleport back to at least Brass Castle, but... Alrighty. Okey-dokes, let's go downstairs. Actually, am I holding anything of interest? No. Okay. Down the stairs we go. By the farm. I don't think anything interesting is happening at the farm. I think we gave him all the seeds we had, yeah, which isn't much. It's pretty barren.
Well, even so, it is a good chance, though, to just kind of wander around and get all these little chores done.
Yeah. Alrighty. Hey, Peggy. You should still have that. Okay, good. I know, let's upgrade Rhodey's weapon. This is gonna start getting expensive really quick, so,
Yeah, pick and choose.
yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is... Let's do... Oh, Futch is already at 12. Oh, goodness, Boris is only at 5. Normally I wouldn't really care about Boris, but unfortunately I think we're going to be having to use him off and on. I don't know if Boz... I bet Boz is probably an 8 if I had to guess. Let's get him at 10 at least. Oops. Okay, maybe 11. I really meant 11. Oh, that threw me off. I was like, what? Yeah, we're not gonna do his. Oh, well, he is 11. That's nice. Let's see. Yeah, this is kind of what I had to do before, is I was kind of getting to a point where it was getting so expensive, I was trying to even them out. Prepare to die, hot iron. You know, it's funny because I really like this weapon system, actually. Like, that you have one weapon per person, you just upgrade it. I've actually really liked that about the Suikoden series, but I know people seem to complain about that too, because they were like, man, I can't really, like, you know, in Final Fantasy, oh, I can't give everyone some stupidly special weapon, blah, blah, blah. But I really like that, because it kind of makes more sense to me, in all honesty, that somebody would have a weapon with them already, and they know how to use it really well. You just keep making it more powerful. To me, that makes more logical sense than, you know, going around a world and walking into an armor shop and they said, I sell this, this, and that, you know, but normal people would just not have that, you know, like, if you go to a town, you know, how many people really need weapons, in all honesty?
Well, you're right, like, you know, you go into, like, the shop at some place and they're like, we have the ultimate weapon designed for the hero of our time. And it's like, really?
Yeah.
Like, does that hero come along very often for you to justify making that item and making it available for purchase?
Yeah, exactly. And and then of course it never made much sense that it's like, how do they know that, it's like I sell a dagger here, and then if you 6 towns down the line I sell the ultimate diamond dagger. It's like, what if I started my adventure in this town,
Well,
instead of that town?
I remember I need to go back and beat Final Fantasy 1 one of these days, but the one time I did play it, I went very off course early in the game, landed in some place I should not have, and everything was like 40 or 50 times more expensive than the closest thing I'd ever seen before. And I was like, oh, clearly I'm not where I should be. And I had managed to make it into the town somehow without having a single random encounter, and then I couldn't leave the town because I was unable to get back to anywhere I needed to get to without dying, without hitting a random encounter. And so I was like, okay. There was like one of the random encounters I could actually survive and get like massive leveling up from. So I was like, okay, we're just going to keep doing the random encounters over and over again and running from every other one until I managed to get enough stuff to survive and level up and everything I need to do. But it was bad. But yeah, I finally bought like the, whatever sword that was, 20 times better than the next closest thing I had. It was just ludicrous.
Yeah.
But like what you're talking about, it's like, what happens if you start in the wrong place? Turns out you just die a lot. They make that sword because the people around there apparently need that sword.
Yeah.
But, I mean, to be fair, in a lot of the Final Fantasy games, the better ones aren't actually in towns to buy. You have to go find them somewhere. It's some...
That's true.
Some epic adventurer went adventuring and apparently died in a cave, and he left it in a treasure chest in the cave.
But not only did he leave it in a treasure chest, as soon as you open the treasure chest, a mini-boss comes out and attacks you.
Well, who do you think killed him to steal it from him in the first place?
Yeah. It's funny, ever since I played Dragon Quest, I played the entire series except for 8 and 10 now. 8's on my backlog, because I played so many of them in a row, and I know 8's going to take me a while, so I'm kind of taking a break. Anyway, I can't go back to Final Fantasy. I really have tried to go back, and I was like, maybe I'll go back and work on Final Fantasy, because 4 was the next one in line. And Dragon Quest was just so much better for me, and it's like I'm playing Final Fantasy and I'm already irritated with it, and I'm like, yep, Final Fantasy is just not my cup of tea. After having played Dragon Quest, I'm like, yeah, the only time I think I'm gonna ever play Final Fantasy again, like the new ones, is if I play with Helper, because Helper loves to be over leveled, so he'll sit there for hours leveling. And so then by that point, then we can actually go on with story, assuming there is a story, because there wasn't for Final Fantasy Car. But I really enjoyed Final Fantasy 12 and 13 too, but I don't know if the next Final Fantasy, it's like, I don't know, I'm probably not, depending on what it's like I'm probably not going to rush out and get it, if it's anything like Final Fantasy Car.
I was getting laughed at a couple weeks ago. I was at, so my company does monthly birthday lunches, and, you end up sitting with people you don't normally sit with and stuff. So I sat with somebody who I don't sit with very often, and I don't really think about the fact that I guess I've been at the company for a while now, so I'm no longer kind of a, just a standard developer. I'm now kind of in a well, it's not semi, it's managerial position at this point. And so the new guys that are coming in now see me as somebody who's a boss, as opposed to a fellow developer. And I just don't think about that yet. And so they're like, minigames? Oh, you have to edit that, sorry.
That's okay.
And I'm like, yeah, I play some games. And they're like, well, have you heard of the Final Fantasy series? And I'm like, how far removed do you think I am that I don't know about that? I was like, yeah, I've heard of it. I only own Final Fantasies 1 through 12 though, and Tactics Advance. And also a couple of the re-releases and the expansions, or not the expansions, but like the sequel ones, like After Years and stuff like that. So yeah, no, I've heard of it, but what did you want to say about it?
How old are you again?
Right? I'm just like, golly, like, have I heard of Final Fantasy? Like, what sort of gamer do you take me for?
Yeah.
Like, even if you don't play it, you've heard of it, right? Like, anyway, I gotta laugh at that.
I always love it because I work remote, and I only worked in the office I've been at the company 10 years, and I only worked in the office for 2 before I went remote. So a lot of people who don't work with my team don't know, they know my name, but they've never seen me. So I love it when I go to the office and like people are like, oh, are you new? Or because I have Asperger's, I don't really understand context a lot of the time. Like, if people just start talking, I'm like, what's the context of the question? So people walk up and be like, oh, how do you like it here? And I'm like, oh, I love it here. But what I don't realize until recently I've learned that means like, oh, you must be new. Are you enjoying it here? I've learned that's kind of what that question means. And there was one time actually that we had a bunch of interns for the summer, and they thought I was an intern too, so they invited me to their intern lunch, and I was like, oh yay, that's so nice you're inviting me. And then one of them walked in and he goes, why did you invite my senior developer to this party? And they're like, wait, what? She's not an intern? He goes, no, she's my senior. He was the intern on my team. And he was like, what the heck did you do that for? And they kicked me out. But since they hadn't seen me around, they were like, oh, she must be new. But I like to mess with people sometimes, and then it's even more awkward when they just come out and ask me like, are you new? I've never seen you, and then I'm like, no, I've been here for 10 years, and they're like, wait, then where have you been? You know? Or you've been hiding in a corner. But you know, I worked remote for so long. I think I would be awful if I actually go back and work in the office again. I think I'd be way too distracted. I get so much more done at home.
I was reading today that... So before we started recording, I guess actually it's in the recording, just not the part that we're going to post online. We were talking about GitHub and GitLab and stuff. I was reading earlier that GitLab actually, at least I think it was GitLab, has 350 employees, all of them remote. And
I can see that.
Yeah, and so they were talking about how they keep that up and running and stuff, and how they make it work. And it sounds actually it would be kind of your cup of tea type of a thing.
Yeah, you know, the thing is, okay, hold on. Riding a horse through a forest, bad idea, but I think I need to go left. Once you're set up to work with remote people and you get used to it, like after like about a month or so, it's actually not that difficult. But it really depends on the personality. So for somebody like a company that's hiring all remote people, you know, you kind of have to be like what my company does. They hire a lot based on personality. So if you hire a personality that does well with that, it works out pretty good. I knew he was casting, dang it. I was trying to get to him. But yeah, it's funny because I'm remote all the time. My team is set up for it, and my team is one of the worst teams about people working from home, because like our VP of development, he doesn't really like people working from home unless they have to. You know, he's like, oh, if you're like you got sick kids at home, or if you need to be home for something every so often, that's fine. But like people on my team work from home like all the time, and it's because of me. They're like, because I have to call in every day anyway, so they're like, oh, well, I just work from home and call in. My team is notorious for it, and we'll have people join our team for like a short time, and then they get to the point like, oh man, I can just work from home whenever I want. I can get away with it. And they switch to another team who's not set up for anything remote, and they have to work every day, and they're like, oh man, this stinks. I actually have to come to work every day. And it's like one reason people like, the only reason I think people like to be on my team actually. And, okay. Come on, controller, I just charged you. Alright. But yeah, so anyone who's listening to this and, okay, I went the wrong way. And, you know, if you do want to work remote, like for a company, you're thinking about it for any reason whatsoever, I'll give you some advice. Make sure you have a dedicated space away from distractions. Now, I know that sounds silly, but like my office is never in the same room as a TV. Now, that's not to say I don't watch something while I'm working, like Netflix or something, but if there's a TV there, it's amazing how much of a difference that makes. Like, just don't do it. And I think you can actually do a lot more work from home, actually. What is it, Yumi?
Is something wrong? I will lend you my horse if you're feeling unwell.
Chris, hero of Zexen, White Maiden. Aren't you tormented by our link to the Flame Champion? He's a symbol of many battles. What are you trying to say? Many people will fight and die in your name. Are you strong enough to bear this responsibility?
Stop this nonsense at once. Are you trying to undermine her confidence?
Goodness, Boris. Just lop off her head. You have many smoldering emotions within you because of things you have done as a knight. Do you remember when your emotions made you strike down an innocent person?
That was... you?
You are that mage, aren't you? Oh, no, a trap? Does being a hero bother you? This has nothing to do with you. Are you honestly prepared to control the enormous power the true rune gives you? You're the one who caused the futile war in the grasslands. What do you know of control or justice? I mean Master Luke, had good reason. Master Luke's reasoning may not be as moral as it should be. Well then, I'm sorry to say we'll have to settle this in battle. Uh-oh. I haven't saved this entire video.
Well, then this will be fun.
Yeah, well, it's not like that was too hard to do. If I have to redo it, I'll just do it in 2 videos. But I'm amazing. I know I can do it. I almost stopped up in the Duck Clan village to save, but I was like, nah, I'm amazing. I can do anything. Okay. This is extremely tempting. Silent Lake makes it so the entire field can't do any magic.
That is very tempting.
We don't have a lot of magic on our side, so I'm gonna do it. I don't think that Flitch is gonna be faster than Chris. Let's just do this. Let's just go for it. Oh yeah, that should keep her from healing. Wow, 2 of them casting.
That works out well then.
So we should be able to take out these smaller things critically. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. That would have worked anyway. Oh, she's gonna fly up into that door again. Attack Rhodey! Alright, let's go after Sarah.
Looks like Sarah's casting is done.
Yeah. That actually worked out really well. Oh, why are you... Attack Sarah. Oh, come on, how'd you miss her? Those things, I should have killed them first just because they annoy me. I knew it! They do that stupid door thing. I just don't understand what that thing is.
A summon. Because summons are totally not magic.
Good point. Oh no, I'm silent. What? That's not Rhodey. Is he not good enough for you? I just want to take her out. She's gonna go down any second. Yeah, burger butt. Am I close enough? No, close enough to whack. Oh, since 2 people attacked at the same time, I thought he attacked both somehow. I was like, how did that happen? See, this is why I hate this door thing, because it takes 400 hours for it to happen. Someone's gonna go down. Oh, you know what? I think they might be bent over because they're silent. Never mind. I was like, they shouldn't be that weak.
I mean, yeah, it's basically doing no damage at all. Yeah, nobody's in the red even.
Yeah. Wow, that went really well. That could have gone very badly. We got the drain rune. That's kind of... I like that. Oh no, Sarah, we beat you.
This is your last chance, wicked mage.
You do behave as a successor of the rune, but you haven't the knowledge to use the true rune power. Now is your chance. Uh-oh. What is she? The true earth rune. No, I don't want to look at it. It makes me cry. Not the horses.
Ugh.
Like how Bright's lying down. Now, may I have your true rune? Oh, I hate looking at the true earth rune. It makes me so sad. What? I will remove your burden. It should be easier to be a woman than a hero. No! Ooh. That probably hurt, but I bet it hurt a lot more for Geddoe. Oh no, my horse. Oh no, we've lost the true water rune.
Lady Chris!
Uh-oh. So now they have wind, earth, lightning, and water. Now I'll excuse myself. Hold it right there. The Shroud of Justice is no weapon against him. Well, that stunk.
That was a quick little chapter there.
Yeah. It's Hugo's turn. Whoa, he just pushed that door open like that.
Hey, Hugo, how about making a round of the castle with me? You never know when the Harmonian army will come back. Why not? I need something to do while Chris and Geddoe are away. Even if they were here, you lead the Firebringer of the Zexan Grasslands. You should be ready at any time. Good point.
I think we should go downstairs and save.
And
call
then
video.
maybe end the video there.
Yeah. I'm begging you, please end the fighting quickly.
Remember, daily conditioning will make you better prepared for battle.
Sorry, I kind of wanted to talk to him before I left. I don't know why. Open the door. Excuse me.
Sheesh.
Sneeze just snuck out. Oh, hold on. Let's check the thing. Firebringer save Labouk. Yay! Labouk managed to pull through a crisis with the help of the Firebringers. A gang of magicians, often in the news as of late, suddenly attacked the village. They were trying to sacrifice its residents as part of a ritual when Geddoe and his friends arrived, forcing their retreat. Afterwards, another attack was averted when the Firebringers drove away a group of monsters with the help of Duke's unit of the Frontier Defense Force. It seems there was a quarrel between the villagers and Duke's unit. Really? Okay, but this was quickly passed and the village restored its peace. Oh, so okay. Geddoe's already done his thing. Augustine, splendid history. Why don't you learn my artistic swordcraft? The war would be more gallant. Okay. Bosba says, I'm Bosba the Lizard Clan. I'm assistant of Chief Dupa. I'll show you the power of our clan. Okay. Roland. I forget I'm an elf serving as Zexan Knight. Best regards. Okay, you forgot you were an elf? Oh. I was like, how did the dog write this? Cecile wrote, I'm hungry for the dog. Okay. Hey, Lily. Oh, no. Too late. Forgot she was standing there. Alright, now we'll save. This has been a very long video. We'll see you guys next time when we see what Hugo's up to. Possibly not another trap. I can't imagine that happening.
Seriously.
Bye for now.
Bye, guys.